I'd like to say what I mean, Mitigate, God and butter. Hello, friends, it's good to see you. My name's Greg Sims, everyone knows me as Uncle Greg. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge my Duddock land. I'd like to acknowledge elders past and present. We don't own the land owns us. Jari Mara, Duddock Pemo, Koi Maria Pemo the Kararingi Babona. Panaimana Waranang, no DC guy, Diana Kamani the Adalang, Nakararingi Tiari, Nakararingi, Nakami guy. Kiwing, gonna go, they're gonna go. Dala Lawi Mukat Bala Nakami. This no Lawi Trimi gonna go. Jammy Tiari Nakararingi on the Germana. Mediga Garang Barak Nina Daraka Pemo. Disregard.
My name's Deanne Close. My mob is the Gittable mob up on the far north coast. And I'm here in support of my 3 grandkids here today, Hayley, Balin and Caleb, and they're from Cambridge Gardens. I love it because of the involvement that they put the kids in, and that sort of puts us parents, the family involved in it, and yeah, it's good to see that they're actually doing more and recognising more for the Indigenous, and that's the proudest part about it. And, to me, it makes me walk around with a smile, think I'm proud of who I am. I'd add more teachers to the school. Yeah. They need that input into the kids' lives, and it's very important for them to have that knowledge.
Well, I live in the area, so I really enjoy working with these kids. They got spunk, they're very, they're a fantastic group of kids just to be around and teach, and it's great. I think NCNS do a great job here. This is the 4th year I believe that they're doing this, so I think what these guys are doing is excellent, especially for the kids at this age.
Flynn Donovan, Ewan Mob from Browley, and we are Black Duck and Snake. Well, I'm working with the high school boys there, doing with the Cranbrook High School boys and also the junior school in a mentorship program. First I mentored the boys and then G'd them up to show them how they can be strong, black and proud, and then get them to show that to the next generation. So from mentors to mentees, which we always are. I think that I know so many people. You always get a wave and a friendly g'day and a nod of the head or acknowledgement. A low ropes, permanent low rope activity, which you can make out of wires, and then people can come and walk on the low ropes.
Well, I'd like to have a space specifically just for Aboriginal kids and non-Aboriginal kids as well, because we find that a lot of the kids aren't doing their assignments and things like that. And I think if we have a room that we can actually have these kids, and even the non-Aboriginal kids, we will help them as well. But also we'd like to have it where we can bring the community in as well, like the parents and stuff like that.
Basketball ring or memorial wall that they can create, something for the youth, because without the kids, they're the next generation. Cultural awareness, definitely in the Indigenous part. There is a high stats of Indigenous people out in the Cranbrook area, even in the Penrith area alone, let alone Mount Druitt and St Mary's. But I believe cultural practice needs to be put into place out there, something severely.
People are friendly. They all like to help you in some way or form. Kayla's had a lot of help with the Cooligara, I think it is, and also Neighbourhood Centre. They need more activities for little ones about Kayla's age, because they got activities for fusion for the older children. They need more activities happening during school holidays and after school, and what else? And there should be some other activities for the adults, but I think they got plenty there for the adults. There's mainly for the children.
My name's Mary Ridgway, and I am the Aboriginal Child and Family Worker at Nepean Community Neighbourhood Services. My mob is, I'm from Wello Girl, my maiden name's Belle, I'm from Wellington, New South Wales, and my mob's Wiradjuri. That's why, you know, we're trying all of these new programs, holiday programs. We do Christmas, you know, in December. We do the carols, all of that sort of stuff. And we try and involve, we have a lot of the community, black and white, that volunteer at a lot of our groups and our programs, which I think is really good for Cranebrook. But I think that they need more assistance with, you know, getting jobs. We need people out here in Cranebrook, you know. Department of Housing used to be over here, that's closed now. You know, we have Fusion's moved over here, but I think we need an outlet here where people can go in, you know, use the computers. We do that here with stuff, but I mean, to actually be going in and be able to sit down, you know, for 2 or 3 hours a day, sort of like the job network agencies that they have down in Penrith, in Mount Druitt, in Blacktown, all of that stuff. They need like some sort of centre. What we found is transport's a big problem in Cranebrook. For the young mums, we've got a couple that have their own vehicles, but the rest, we actually provide transport. We pick up and drop off after the groups.
We're going through family history at the moment, trying to find out about all my ancestors, so it's hard. Social skills he's getting. I've got 7 all up. We've been coming here for nearly 4 years, so nearly every one of my children have come here and they've developed so much since we've been coming here. Social skills, healthy eating, as you've just seen. They didn't start eating fruit and veggies until we started coming here. Yeah, puppy. I come over here 3 to 4 days a week. Well, this place for one. Mom. I don't know much else about. Mommy, Mom. I don't know. Everything is pretty bad. The community, I suppose. The people that I do see around, we're all like a tight-knit community sort of thing, even though I don't live here. But this is my second home. More things to engage the youth. That's a really big thing because I know that they run rampant over here most of the time. The bus service to be back up and running. So yeah, more things for the youth to do.
My name's Steph. I'm originally from a small country town, northern New South Wales, called Corindai, which is not far from Tamworth. We moved down here when I was about 8, maybe a bit younger, and yeah, we've been down here ever since. I have 5 children. We've been coming to Cooley since my second child was 2, and he's now 6, so for quite some time, so we know everyone up here, and yeah, we just pretty much come to most of their programs because we know, like, it's pretty much just like a social thing, but it's good to get something out of it as well. Like, you know, the programs that they run benefits our children in like ways to deal with different like problems that arise and stuff like that. Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you've noticed in your children that they've
just be pretty much like they come here and they've picked up a lot of social skills, which I like. We didn't. We started coming when my second child was 2. So my first child didn't really experience anything until that point. So since that, you know, they're quite social. They get along with people, and you know, as children do, they muck up a little bit, but they're quite social. Like, they know we can take them out in social settings, and they're not like, oh my god. So that's pretty much the quite major thing we've got from coming here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And today was all about healthy eating and engaging the kids with that. So tell us a bit about that.
I think, you know, in today's society, most children feed off, you know, chips and rubbish foods, and they're not active, and it's not really out there to, you know, push forward the active, you know, outside play, healthy eating, because, you know, a lot of kids just sit inside and play, you know, electronic things and not really going back to basics of what we used to do when we were younger, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, so, and these are the last 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about Cranebrook, the area?
Yeah, I pretty much just, I just,
Sorry.
yep.
Sorry, mate. No, you're right. So what do you like about Cranebrook?
I just like the facilities. I don't actually live in the area. I used to live in Cranebrook, the actual suburb, but since then I've moved out of the area, not far away, still within the area, but not exactly in Cranebrook. So I just travel back. I travel back to come here to, you know, come here.
You like the facilities, or you like the centre in particular?
I pretty much just come here. I don't go to any other centres, just because, you know, we know the workers, they know us, you know, and the kids know the environment, so they're quite comfortable coming here, except for my youngest. He doesn't really like anybody. So that's nothing new for him. But yeah, it's just because we feel comfortable coming here, you know, we go rock up, make ourselves a cuppa and, you know, say hello, and then, you know, it's just pretty much like a homely environment, but yeah.
It's nice. If you could change anything or add anything to Cranebrook, what would you do?
Not quite sure on that one.
What would you like to see happen for Cranebrook? What else could this suburb do here?
I think the suburb could do with more like family, like social things, like maybe because I know most kids in the area pretty much just get around on their own, like they're not walking with parents or anything. There's not enough like parent involvement within the, you know, what the children are doing. So I think the area needs a bit more family activities where the parents do need to get involved, rather than the facilitators going, we've got this planned, come along children, where it should be saying, oh, to the parents, we want to do this for the children, but in order to do that we need you guys to come and help, you know, because, you know, kids benefit from having their parents getting involved with the activities that they're doing.
I'm from northwest New South Wales, Brewarrina, Murrawari people. My dad is from Moree, he's a Kamilaroi man. Yeah, I do Aboriginal dance, jazz, tap and ballet.
And you're a mum?
Yeah, I'm a mum. I've got 4 babies, a 10-year-old daughter, Diamond, 3-year-old son, Kalani, and 1-year-old twin girls, Cherish and Tara.
So, I know you go to another mums group, but just tell us about what mums groups do for mothers, young mums like yourself.
It's just sort of like a little meeting we can go to network, like with problems that we have, or like they help us find solutions to our problems, and just good to interact with other Aboriginal mums going through sort of the same thing as what you're going through. Yeah, it's good.
And today's about healthy eating and engaging kids as a part of that process, like, you know, going in and putting the food on the table, as Auntie was saying. So, sorry, tell us, how good is that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to just gain a bit of knowledge on just what healthy eating is and what you can give your children, you know, instead of just junk or microwave food and stuff like that, you know. It's just good knowledge.
So, I know you're not from Cranebrook,
yeah,
but you've been here enough times to know. If you could change anything, what would you change in Cranebrook?
Well, Cranebrook's got a lot of good stuff, really. Like, they've got the breakfast program for the kids and everything like that. They've got like a church group that comes out. They've got a lot of good things. So I don't know what I'd really change, you know. And they have got a lot of stuff. For the like mums with kids, single mums with kids, and that, like, it's pretty good. Like, I think that if anything, they should have what they have for Cranebrook youth and stuff in other areas. Like, I probably wouldn't. I don't know what I would change here, but I'd say that, like, other areas could take like a leaf out of Cranebrook's book and have like the breakfast program at other schools, and, you know, like, yeah, because they've got a lot to do here, the kids, you know what I mean, from Cooley.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and if you could add something to Cranebrook, if you had your choice of anything, what would you do for Cranebrook? Even though it's got great programs, what else would you like to see happen for Cranebrook? Swimming pool, basketball court,
yeah.
Theatre, more theatre.
yeah, they probably could have like better shops, you know, something more like, yeah, maybe a swimming pool or basketball court, yeah, because they've got a skate park and stuff like that. Maybe that, yeah.
I like the parks, but they need to do a little bit more about the parks, make it more safe, children orientated.
I'm Cheryl Dodds. I'm a Wiradjuri woman from Condobolin. I have had 7 children. I've lost 2. I'm here with all these lovely ladies here to do a bit of arts and craft, teaching what we know in our hearts, in our crafts, our singing, just sitting around as a family and just talking about things and just learning off each other.
And do you have family here today at all?
Yes, I have my daughter here with me today for the first time. I want to try and encourage her more to get out of the house instead of being stuck at home she's got 2 young babies, 2 beautiful boys. And I said 2 beautiful boys and 1 beautiful girl. That's 3 kids. The people, how should I say, the support group, or how should I say, the leaders, or I think that's what you like to call them. But they're wonderful. They're very gentle. They're very understanding, and there's things that they can see in us that we don't really know ourselves.
This is a pampering arts and crafts sort of day, just getting to know the other women and stuff. Just being pampered, having childcare, getting rid of the kids. No, I love my babies. I honestly, with my depression, I still have my postnatal depression from my last baby, and this to me is kind of important to me because I don't want to send myself insane. Sitting in a house just looking at 4 walls every day. So, but yeah, no, I mean, like, it's pretty good to get out, meet new people. For all you know, like, you could just meet family. You could be sitting beside a family member for all you know. I'm just doing a little butterfly for my daughter's room and got my nails painted. I never get to really go out anywhere. This is my first time. Knowing that there's childcare for my kids, I don't have to stress about my babies being looked after. And my daughter, she goes to school, but she just didn't go today because she has to have her flu shot done today. And my 2 boys, they never leave my side. I don't think I'll let them leave my side anytime soon because they're my boys and my babies. Well, I mainly do arts and craft because of my depression. It's yeah, I just do it because I enjoy it, and it's good to be involved with our cultural ways, I guess. An indoor sports centre for the young kids around here. Because I sit and watch most of these kids around here, and they're either out on the streets drinking or most of them are on drugs. And what they need is a hobby. They need something to do through the day, even sometimes at night. There's just too many kids are getting involved with drugs and alcohol lately. Just not good. Just, yeah, somewhere around here, like somewhere local for all the kids around here. Just, like, not just for the young kids, I mean, like, it's just for the teenagers too. So, like, maybe, like what St. something like St Mary's has Don Bosco, yeah. They have indoor trampolines, basketball courts. They got like pinball machines, you know, just things like that to get the kids off the streets, I guess, and off the drugs.
I think every community could do with more parks and more support in place for families, because there's got to be things for you to do with your children so mums actually have that drive to get out of your house.
I'd like to see more youth services. I think when it first started up, it was fine. We had lots of things for the Littlies, but now the Littlies are teenagers and they need something.